I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck and say that I honestly was not that excited for this Dragon Ball Super manga chapter. At this point, after reading it, it really didn't hit like I thought it was going to hit.
This is. This is. This is.
What?
This is boring.
But there are some interesting elements, and there is a clue in plain sight that everybody's missing. It's the very beginning of this manga chapter that gives us an insight into which direction they're going with this Cell remake, because they're gonna give us Cell again, they're giving us Cell Max again, but in what variation, what type of Cell Max, it is noticeable what they're trying to do here. This video is sponsored by Tokyo Treat and Sakurako, who help us keep this channel going. We invite you to experience Japan from your very own home with these snack boxes. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription where you will get 20 of the latest limited edition seasonal flavored Japanese snacks. And this month's theme is Snackin' New Year's. That includes original snacks like the Kit Kat Strawberry Chocolate Cake, Fanta Premier Pear, Spy Family Anya Candy, and so much more. I personally love the Kokea Nori Salt Chips that are a little bit spicy with a huge savory flavor and pair extremely well with the Fanta Premier Pear. That is the perfect taste to start out the new year. But if you want to go with more exotic traditional snacks, Sakurako has you covered as a monthly authentic Japanese snack subscription. It supports local snack makers in Japan, each box coming with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and special Japanese tableware. This year's theme is New Year's in Niigata. This month's theme gives you all the Niigata Prefecture snack maker taste with their renowned high-quality rice products like salt and mochi, as well as the Ichigomi strawberry crepe that allow you to celebrate the year of the rabbit in style. The special tableware for this theme is a Sakurako exclusive sake cup. I'm sure that you can go ahead and figure out what to do with that. I personally enjoyed the Bakuka sesame rice crackers, whose flavor is honey soy sauce that tastes delicious, but I also like the brown sugar karinto. It is a classic Japanese snack for the last 2,000 years. Each box comes with a special booklet that tells you not only the history behind every snack, but also the ingredients and allergens. And until January 31st, Sakurako is having a Japan giveaway where you may win a free ticket with your purchase of a Sakurako box. Don't forget to use my code BlackScape to get $5 off your first box. Start the year off with good fortune in Japanese style. First of all, I thought it was mad cool that we got to see Bulla in this chapter, and she is basically taking up from her mother, knowing things, being one that can fix things, knows computers, and just an all-around scientist essentially. But remember, she is half Saiyan, so I want to see her actually develop things, but at the same time, I honestly want her to fight as well. We need more female representation that is in the universe 6 Saiyan. I honestly do not like the reasoning why Mai is going to school. Just because she lives at Capsule Corp and she's a teenager, she has to go to school. What about Pilaf? What about the other guy? They are both basically teenagers at this point. Why are they not going to school? Is it because she's the most human looking? Honestly, the best explanation for her going to school, for me anyway, would be that she is a bodyguard from Capsule Corporation and she has to defend Trunks based on what's been going on with the zombies all over town. So they're sending her with him so that way maybe at some point she can block him and defend him. And I know what you're saying. Trunks doesn't need a bodyguard. Trunks is, you know, a Saiyan, Super Saiyan, don't need one, but not everybody's gonna know that. It's still gonna be a good cover because not everyone's gonna know that he is a martial artist or he can defend himself. He's trying to keep himself as having a secret identity, and the reason for that is because he doesn't want everyone to know they can kick ass. So this would have been a perfect switch up to have Mai going to school. Honestly, like I stated in the last chapter, and I'm gonna keep saying it every single time something like this happens and the chapter comes out and it's focused like this whole Mai and Trunks thing to me is just strange. It is weird. It is not endearing. I honestly don't know why Bulma's pushing Mai on Trunks.
I don't think I feel well.
It'd be completely different if Mai didn't have all her recollected memories and had the mind of a 60-year-old, but she does have the mind of a 60-year-old, so this whole thing, this undercover thing, is extremely weird. I'm hoping that she herself shuts down this relationship, but by the end of the episode of the chapter, we see that that's probably not gonna happen. I think this tweet itself basically summarizes my feelings right here. One thing I really like is surprisingly Beta. I think it's really cool that we have the two Gammas that are eventually going to come out in this story. But before the Gammas, there was a beta, and he looks extremely humanoid, but not exactly like Android 18. He's not made like that. At least that's what their hypothesis is. He's more like what Dr. Hito has been doing with the zombies. They are artificially created by different body parts, and that's exactly what's going on here. So I enjoyed that entire aspect of it. I do like that there are more androids, and it is a progression. We see the progression of what Dr. Hito is doing with these machines and these monsters, that he is developing them as the story goes on. His skills are getting better, and him trying to hunt down basically the information for Cell is what leads me to this is not Cell. And what I'm saying is that when I first saw this, I originally thought this is Dr. Giro's original information on Cell. There is original information here, but what we are seeing here, to me anyway, it looks like either this is Dr. Hito already working on, say, the schematics for a prototype for Cell Max, or he's already started it, and these are the notes, the information that he needs to complete it. Remember, in the movie, he did not even really want to make Cell Max. He didn't want to activate him. He didn't think that Cell Max looked heroic enough, and the Red Ribbon Army, the new Red Ribbon Army, is the one that basically forced him to do it, or at least pushed him and funded him that way. In this, it looks like they're changing it, where now he himself is trying to make Cell. So what story does he have? Does he have already the story that Bulma's evil? Does he have a story where Cell was a good guy, or does he think that maybe he can make Cell be a good guy? Maybe he can make his own type of hero with Cell, a creature that tried to destroy the entire planet. I'm not exactly sure, but honestly, this to me shows that this is not the original Cell. I mean, they don't even look alike, to be honest with you. This looks more like when Cell actually kind of breaks out of the containment field and becomes like a giant sauropod, and then after that you get imperfect Cell. So there is a huge possibility here that we could be going down the path of a new Cell evolution. Essentially, instead of us just getting like the semi-perfect Cell Max coming out in the movie, we could be getting like an imperfect Cell Max, and then a semi-perfect Cell Max, leading us to what I'm hoping that we're leading us to is a perfect Cell Max, one that looks like Cell, the final form of Cell. He doesn't need to have all the memories or anything like that. I would rather him be his own thing, but it would not hurt if he did, in my opinion. But this chapter was alright. It was just filler. It had a lot of good stuff, but I'm still not feeling 100% what's going on right here.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.